we need to find all the solutions to the equation sine x equals 0.319. And we need to do that for values of x between 0 and 360 degrees. So the first thing to do is we just rearrange the equation to make x the subject. And we do that by taking the inverse sine on both sides of the equation. So that leaves us with x is equal to the inverse sine of 0.319. We punch that into the calculator and we get an answer of 18.6 degrees. But there may be more than one solution. So to find out, what we have to do is sketch the graph of the function y equals sine x. So we've got an oscillating curve. One complete cycle takes 360 degrees. It reaches a maximum of 1 at 90 degrees and a minimum value of -1 at 270. And then what we have to do is look at the decimal value. We know that sine x is equal to 0.319. So here's 0, here's 1, so 0.5 will be about there. So 0.319 is going to be around about here somewhere. You don't have to get it perfect, it's just got to be in the right ballpark. And what you do is you just do a horizontal line going straight across the whole graph from that point. And now we can see, well, hang on a minute, instead of just one solution, this line actually clips the curve here, or intersects the curve here, and also here. Okay, so that means there are two solutions. Well, we know what this first one is already, because we've worked it out. That's going to be 18.6 degrees. But the second one is over here. All right, and now what we have to do to work this second one out, we have to look at the symmetry of the curve. And we can see that, okay, my sketch isn't perfect, but you can imagine the ideal curve would be perfectly symmetric about a mirror line at x equals 90. So what that means is, if I've had to come to the right by 18.6 on this end of the curve, I must have to go left by 18.6 on the right hand side of the curve. So in other words, I need to go left from 180. In other words, I need to subtract 18.6. So I have two solutions. I have x equals 18.6, which is this one, or I have x equals 180 minus 18.6, which is this one here, and that's 161.4 degrees. So there are actually two possible answers to this question.